Every woman wants to look young, no matter how old she actually is. So any wrinkle or any other sign of aging causes frustration and stress in ladies. This forces them to change cosmetics, go to beauticians, and pay for various expensive services. But the real enemy of beauty is much closer, and usually it's not what we think it is. So here are everyday habits that we don't even notice while they inexorably age our appearance. Before we tell you about the top 10 habits you should break to stay young and attractive, make sure to subscribe to the channel to watch the new episodes and big progress. We are doing our best to create interesting content for you. Habit number 1. Sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged is not a nice ergonomic condition. Doctors claim that they see many patients with chronic knee, hip, and back pain from sitting for long periods with their legs crossed. Clinical researchers say that sitting this way not only causes orthopedic problems, but it can increase your blood pressure, cause nerve pain, and exacerbate spider or varicose veins. Sitting with your legs crossed puts your hips in a twisted position. This then puts pressure on your back and neck. The longer you sit with your legs crossed, the more pressure you put on your spine. This increases the odds you'll develop a painful skeletal issue. Habit number 2. Taking a smartphone to bed. Studies have shown that skin loses its youthfulness and elasticity most quickly in the chin area, and nowadays wrinkles in this area appear in almost all people in young age. The cause is the constant wrong positioning of the neck. That's because looking at the monitors and screens we tilt our heads down. Actually, this is not only about people who constantly sit on their phones and tablets, but also about those who like to read books. A smartphone taken to bed leads to premature aging of the body, since the screen stimulates the active work of the nervous system, knocking down the biological clock of the body. It is also important that while looking at the screen in a dark room, a person squints much more often, which leads to the appearance of eye wrinkles. Habit number 3. Pursing lips. Have you ever paid attention to how often we clench teeth and purse our lips during the day? It may be your common habit, but it causes constant spasms of your face. Experts believe that the main reason for the appearance of an extra chin is in the spasms and contraction of the lower facial muscles. Habit number 4. Hot water. Washing with cold water is quite unpleasant and uncomfortable for the face and skin, but washing with too hot water is even worse. Hot water irritates the face and causes many problems in people with delicate skin. High-temperature water destroys the protective layer of the skin, dries the face, slows down the production of collagen, and enlarges the pores, making them clog quickly. Habit number 5. Using hard pillowcases and duvet covers. Pillowcases, duvet covers, and bed sheets are very important for good sleep and for health of the skin. If you love cotton bed sheets, you probably have noticed creases on your skin in the morning, which disappear only after a long time. Choose pillowcases with a smooth texture to avoid this negative effect. Experts say that silk is the best material for bedding, but cambric can also be used. Smooth fabric will reduce friction, as well as the likelihood of creases on the skin. In addition, people with acne are generally advised to sleep only on a smooth bed, as it may significantly reduce the number of pimples. Habit number 6. Not using sunglasses. Without sunglasses to block out harmful UV rays, you increase the chance of developing serious health conditions such as photokeratitis, snow blindness, pterygia, pinguecula, macular degeneration, and even cataracts. Even exposure to the sun's high-energy visible radiation can increase the long-term risks of developing macular degeneration. Additionally, in extreme cases, too much sun exposure to the eyes can cause cataracts of the eye, which create blindness. This is especially important to consider with children because they're not fully aware of the way their actions can affect them later on. Also, direct sunlight onto the eyelids could turn into skin cancers such as basal cell carcinoma. Habit number 7. Overuse of cosmetic pore strips. The pore strips allow you to quickly smooth the skin, but their action is based on harmful properties. Overusing pore strips or choosing them as your primary skincare product is not a good option. The adhesive on blackhead strips largely contributes to the irritation and damage associated with these treatments. The sticky coating that attaches to the debris within the pores leaves the complexion looking flaky, red, and inflamed. Pore strips can also cause spider veins and broken capillaries around the nose. What's more, if you use a blackhead strip over a damaged pore, it could tear the skin, resulting in unsightly pore or acne scars. Habit number 8. Use of expired cosmetics. Old cosmetics are a real danger to our health. Just like the food, cosmetics expire and are dangerous if we're still using them. Over time, following the contact with the skin, lashes, lips, and so on, cosmetics accumulate bacteria which multiply and come again on the lips or your skin. Most women completely forget when they purchased a particular product and use it well beyond the period of validity, which results in the appearance of infections. Most sensitive are the eyes, followed by the lips, whose crazing or cracking of the skin surface contributes to installed bacteria and occurrence of infections. Habit number 9. Tight hairstyle. Ponytail and bun hairstyles that girls can make quickly and use daily are bad for the condition of the hair. Doctors advise to control the tension of the hair on the head because in case of excessive tension, hair follicles are damaged and so loss begins, which is actually a sign of old age. Habit number 10. Sleeping on your stomach. Although sleeping on your stomach might feel comfortable in the moment and mitigate snoring and sleep apnea symptoms, it can also contribute to back and neck pain, leaving you feeling the residual effects for days. What's more, stomach sleeping can be especially harmful for moms-to-be and newborns. Sleeping on your stomach can cause back pain, head and neck discomfort, nerve issues, wrinkles, and limited circulation. In most cases, sleep experts agree that sleeping on your stomach is a bad call. When you sleep on your stomach, it's harder to keep your spine in a neutral position, which can in turn strain your spine and cause back and neck pain. Of course, every person wants to stay young and beautiful as long as possible. So here are a few common habits and rituals that harm our beauty and youth. Excessive consumption of coffee. Whatever the nutritionists say about the benefits of coffee, excessive consumption of the drink causes dehydration and the appearance of wrinkles on the face. If you can't wake up without this invigorating beverage, just drink a glass of water after a cup of coffee. That's how they do it in Europe, where people simply cannot live without coffee. Another bad nutritional habit is eating sugar. Sugar destroys collagen fibers that improve elasticity of the skin. If you want your skin to look youthful and glossy, be sure to give up sugar. Constant stress. Nowadays, it's quite difficult to find a person who would not experience stress. Negative thoughts literally kill youth and make the person age very quickly. It's impossible to stop aging, but it is possible to slow the process down. The main thing is to eat right and replace bad habits with good ones. If you're ready for radical changes in your life for the sake of beauty and youth, here's what you need to do. Number 1. Go in for sports. It's no secret that physical activity is good for you. Here are some ways that exercise can improve your health. Improved cardiovascular health. The heart is a muscle, so it needs to be worked out. Regular exercise can help improve the overall health of your entire cardiovascular system. Mental health benefits. Exercise is good for your mental health too, as it can battle feelings of anxiety and depression, sharpen your focus, and improve self-esteem. Helps manage weight. Not only does physical activity burn calories, it also improves your metabolism in the long run. Number 2. Eat right. Healthful eating has many health benefits, such as reducing the risk of heart disease, stroke, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. It can also boost a person's mood and provide them with more energy. There are plenty of small, positive ways to improve your diet, including swapping soft drinks for water and herbal tea, eating no meat for at least 1 day a week, ensuring each meal consists of around 50% fresh produce, swapping cow's milk for plant-based milk, consuming whole fruits instead of juices, which contain less fiber and often include added sugar, avoiding processed meats, which are high in salt and may increase the risk of colon cancer, eating more lean protein, which people can find in eggs, tofu, fish, and nuts. Number 3. Protect yourself from stress. Stress is our reaction to anything that knocks us out of balance. It's the cascade of physiological and biological reactions that arise in us when we hear about the latest number of coronavirus victims or the news that we're about to be placed on furlough. It's the raising of our heart rate, our blood pressure, the increase in levels of particular hormones and neurotransmitters. So what we can do to help reduce our stress during the coronavirus crisis? Here are the top tips. Develop a regular practice of checking in with how your body and mind feel. Move slower. When you slow down your bodily movements, you slow down your mind. Practice mindfulness. By spending more time in the present moment, you stop catastrophing about the future, something which is all too easy to do during a time like this. Number 4. Sleep right. Good sleep is a prerequisite for good appearance and vigor. It is during a night's rest that the tissues and cells of the body regenerate. Lack of sleep causes dullness of the skin, bags under eyes, and bad appearance in general. Number 5. Be flexible. They say you're as young as your spine flexible. If wiping the floor is a daunting task for you, then what youth can we talk about? You'll feel the lack of physical activity when you're about 35 years old. The muscles will lose elasticity and the joints will bend with a terrible creak. To prevent this condition, you must not be lazy, but should take care of your health. You can do yoga, fitness, swimming, and other sports. This will help relieve tension from the muscles, restore their elasticity, and normalize blood circulation. If you do even the simplest exercise regularly, you'll also feel the increase in self-esteem, which is a great advantage in the difficult war against aging. Number 6. Protect yourself from sunlight. The immediate danger of too much sun is sunburn. If you looked at sunburned skin under a strong microscope, you would see that cells and blood vessels have been damaged. With repeated sun damage, the skin starts to look dry, wrinkled, discolored, and leathery. Although the skin appears to be thicker, it actually has been weakened, and as a result, it will bruise more easily. However, the sun's most serious threat is that it's the major cause of skin cancer, which is now the most common of all cancers. Doctors believe that most skin cancers can be avoided by preventing sun damage. Number 7. Take care of your skin. Facial skin is especially delicate, so you must cleanse it and take care of it. Wash your face with gel or special foam 2 times a day, in the morning and before going to bed. Use scrubs to cleanse the skin, and don't forget to choose a moisturizing cream. And despite prejudice, both women and men should do it. Number 8. Walk. Every day, a person needs about 30 cubic meters of fresh air, so in the evening, you need to walk at least a kilometer at a leisurely pace. This is both emotional relaxation and replenishment of oxygen reserves in the body. Try to ventilate the room even in winter. This is not only good for your health, but also gives you a lot of positive emotions. Number 9. Give up fried foods. Few of us are under the illusion that French fries or any fried foods are good for us. But could eating them actually shorten our life? Although the connection between eating fried foods and obesity and heart disease is well known, a study published earlier this month is the first to link eating fried potatoes to death risk. The study found people who ate fried potatoes, including French fries and hash browns, more than twice a week, were more likely to die early than those who ate fried potatoes less often. If you're going to eat fried foods, make them yourself at home, where you can control the type of oil you use. Liquid oils are the healthiest options because they contain high amounts of healthy fats, polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats. Olive, soybean, and canola oils are all good choices. These oils are also high in heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Never reuse oil when you fry. Start with a fresh batch each time, and when you're done frying, use paper towels to soak any excess oil off the food. Number 10. Break all bad habits. Many people say they want to live long lives, but they don't even think about the harms of cigarette smoke and alcohol. Smoking activates skin aging and quickly spoils the person's teeth. Scientists have proven that the death rate of smokers is 3 times higher than the death rate of non-smokers. At the same time, the number of cancer, cardiovascular, and respiratory diseases with fatal outcome in smokers is astonishing, so give these things up once and for all as soon as possible. In all times, kings, emperors, and other powerful rulers have used a great variety of rejuvenation methods, and today most of them are available to us. These were the most effective and simple tips, methods, and recommendations on how to stop ruining your life and stay young. That's all we wanted to tell you today. On this channel, you will find videos about the benefits of different foods, about diseases and effective methods of their treatment, as well as interesting information about housekeeping and gardening. So make sure to subscribe to Big Progress and ring the bell, click the like button under the video, and share it with your family and friends. See you soon!